Welcome, Bulldogs.
Attention, Greenwood's high school students. Again, Greenwood high school students. There will be bingo basketball tonight. You can scan the QR code that's currently on the Jumbotron. There will be a separate bingo game.
Welcome, Greenwood Bulldog fans. This is Stewart Leonard here coming to you tonight as Greenwood Lady Bulldogs take on the Farmington Lady Cardinals. We're here at HB Stewart Arena, Greenwood, Arkansas. Coming off a big win Tuesday night as the Greenwood Lady Bulldogs and the Bulldog boys
scorers table
rose above
the
Alma Airedales. Greenwood Lady Bulldogs pulled off a 52-44 win over at Alma, a +8 win, bringing their overall conference record to 9-8. That makes them 2-0 in the conference as they took care of Van Buren a little over a week ago in an 81-58 23-point blowout. So, not sure what to expect tonight as the Farmington Lady Cardinals have come down as they've graduated from 4A. They've moved up here to 5A now, and so we'll see what they bring to the table. Coach Brad Johnson, he's led his ladies last year to 4A state championship 2024. So they've got some girls with some height. I'm sure Coach Castleman's going to try to run them, make them move from one end to the other, and keep them moving. Try to wear them out as they move through the night. It was an exciting game last week last Tuesday as we knocked Alma off in their home. Some overall stats before we get started here. Overall, the team doing well, shooting 45% from the field. Overall, and three-point line, they're shooting 29%, and free throws 75% from the free throw line. The Farmington Lady Cardinals are going to bring in number 2, their starter, Marin Adams. She's a senior. Number 4, Easton McCullough. She's a freshman. Number 11, Gabby McBurnett. She's a senior.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Number 24, Zoe Brashears. She's a senior. Number 30, Casey McCumber. And she's also a senior. McCumber's 6'1" senior. And then that Zoe Brashears is a 6'3" senior as well. We're going to take a pause here for the moment of silence, national anthem.
Please join us now as we pause for a moment of silence.
Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you. And now, the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now, our national anthem. And now for the starting lineups. First for the visitors from Farmington. A senior, number 2, Marin Adams.
Like I said, Marin Adams, 6 foot guard, senior for Farmington Lady Cardinals.
Senior, number 11,
number 4, Easton McCullough. She's a 5'9" guard and a freshman. Number 11, Gabby McBurnett.
And a senior, number 30,
she's a
Casey McCumber.
Forward, and she's a senior. 24, Zoe Bashir, 6'3". She's a forward and a senior as well. Starting lineup for Greenwood Lady Bulldogs tonight. They're playing the hype video on the big board. We're going to start with number 1, Ashlyn Rose, guard, and she is a junior. Number 10, Piper Pitts, a guard. She's a senior. Number 21, Izzy Smith, a guard, and she's a senior as well. And wrapping up the seniors, number 22, Pate Jones, playing guard as a senior. And then Kyla Piercy, number 31, guard, and she is a junior. Some individual stats for tonight. Pate Jones.
For the starting lineup of your Greenwood.
She's had a good year of shooting. She's shooting 39% from the field. Piper Pitts shooting 48% from the field. Izzy Smith, she's come a long way. She's moved that shooting percentage up to 53%. Kyla Piercy at 45%. Ashlyn Rose at 37% overall shooting. Shooting from the three-point line, Izzy Smith is tied there with Journey Clements. They're both shooting 32%. You'll see Journey come in off the bench tonight as a 6th or 7th person off the bench as we start pulling in our subs. We're ready for tip-off as the girls are going to make their way out to the middle of the court for the ball for that tip-off. The rebounding, leading the overall rebounds for the team is Kylie Piercy. She's averaging 6 rebounds. 4 of those defensive, 2 of those average is from the offensive end. But she's leading the team right now with that 6 rebounds average per game. And so we're looking for a shootout tonight, I think, is what we can expect. Here's the tip, and it's going to go to Farmington. Lady Cardinals as they can get across the timeline and drive down the lane. Ball passed over to McCumber and knocked away. Here comes Greenwood. I think that was knocked away by Izzy Smith. Piercy drives in the lane for 2. Up and good off the glass for 2 points. And Greenwood starting off strong. Greenwood in their full court press. Lady Cardinals tried to drive down the middle of the lane. Ball got knocked away. And it looks like Ashlyn Rose is going to pick up her first personal foul. Ball on the baseline. Lady Cardinals the inbound. Over to the left-hand corner. McBurnett shoots a 3. No good. Bounces off the rim. Rebound tried for and recovered by McCumber. And we've got a tie game again. Ball back down on Greenwood's end. There's it over to Rose. Down on the baseline to Piercy. Piercy drives, kicks it back out, rotates around to Smith. Smith drives in the lane, throws up a little layup, little floater. No good. Here comes the Farmington. Ball's back at the top of the key. Down in the right-hand corner to McBurnett. Down low on the block to McCumber. McCumber, she's that 6'1" forward. Going to be a lot of trouble. Going to give Rose a lot of work down there on the lower block. Here comes Greenwood on the offensive end. Jones with the ball. Pass over to the corner to Rose. Good for 3! 3-point basket for Rose. That'll pull Farmington out from trying to pack it into the lane. Here comes Farmington trying to get it across the timeline. Timeline's crossed. Drives into the lane by Adams.
2-point basket, Easton McCullough.
And it was passed off to McCumber for 2. 5-6 Greenwood down by 1. Rebounded by Piercy. She steps on the line after the rebound. And that'll be a turnover to Farmington. Ball on the baseline. Inbounded by McBurnett. Greenwood in their full court press. They'll be looking to trap off the inbounds. Inbounded to McCullough. Little floater over to McBurnett. Down the center breaking the press with passes down to McCumber for 2. Here comes Greenwood with the ball. Jones down court to Piercy. Piercy at the top of the key. Looks to drive behind the back, over to Rose, back over in the corner to Pitts. Pitts for 3, rolls around off the back, no good. Rebounded by Farmington. Steal by Jones. She couldn't keep control of it. Got away from her. Went out of bounds. Ball back into the hands of Farmington on the far side. Inbound by Adams. Adams looking for a cutter, finds McCullough. McCullough's on the baseline, back to Adams. Adams for a long 3, and it's good. 3-point good for Farmington. Here comes Jones across the timeline. She's on the right-hand side of the lane, kicks it back out to Pitts. Pitts to Piercy as she starts to come back toward the top of the key. Backs it out. Girls get back in their offense. Right-hand crossover down the lane. Good for 2 off the board for Piercy as she picks up her second made basket of the game.
Number 4, Easton McCullough. That's her first.
And that's going to be a foul on McCullough. 7-11. Farmington up by 4. First shot for Piercy. It's off the back of the iron. No good. Here comes Farmington. Smith playing tough defense, almost with the steal there by Jones. Drive down the lane. That was up and good.
2-point basket, Mary Adams.
For Adams. Greenwood across the line with Jones in possession. Ball over to Piercy on the right. She dribbles left-handed to the top of the key. Big, long 3-point shot by Smith. No good. Rebound, Farmington. Smith playing tough defense. Knocked it away. Farmington recovered, and Piercy steps into the passing lane. Knocks it out right in front of the Greenwood bench. Farmington inbound right there in front of the Lady Bulldogs bench. Ball's into McCullough. McCullough double teamed as she's right on the timeline. Almost got in trouble. Ball back to Adams. Adams in the corner to Bashirs for 3. And it's up and good. Her first points of the night. Here comes Jones. Jones over to Smith. Back to Piercy. Piercy backs it out, looking to drive the lane. Farmington gets her, throws a little hip check.
Fouls on number 11, Gabby McBurnett.
And McBurnett's going to pick up her first personal foul. That'll be the team's second on Farmington. Inbound by Smith. Smith finds Jones. Jones looking to drive down. Little glob pass into Piercy, up and off the glass. Rolls around, and it's good.
Piercy.
Fantastic little teammate assist there for Piercy and Smith. Farmington in the corner. She's in trouble. Picked up her dribble. Greenwood doing a good job of denying passes. Back to McCullough. McCullough, a little lob pass. Smith got her hand on it. Ball's in the hands of 24. She loses control of it. Knocked away by Jones, and here comes Jones. She's moving fast across the timeline. Over to Smith. Smith looked at a 3, decided against it. Now she's going to drive in the lane. Gets bumped. No call. Turnover by Smith, recovered by Farmington. Ball's in the hand of Adams as she crosses the timeline with a pass to McBurnett. Long 3-pointer by McCullough. No good. Off the back of the iron. Rebounded Greenwood. Here comes Jones. She throws it over to Rose on the right-hand side. Back out high to Piercy. Piercy drives, baseline down to the block. No, kicks it out to Rose for 3. Second 3-point basket, good for Rose. 3 minutes left. Greenwood down by 4. Smith looking to knock the ball down as they do cross-court pass. Piercy almost got a hand on that one. Ball's back to McCullough. McCullough drains a 3 from college depth. Ball's in the hand of Smith. Smith's right at the top of the key. Farmington tries to steal, missed it. Back over to Piercy. Piercy for 3, up and off the back of the iron, no good. Here comes Farmington. Farmington across the timeline. Little lob pass into the lane, up and off the basket for Adams. Adams has 7 for the night. Greenwood with the ball. Piercy at the free throw line. Kicks it in the corner to Smith for 3. No good. Off the iron. Rebound Farmington. Smith struggling a little bit from the 3-point. There's a steal by Smith. She gets out ahead of 2 Farmington Lady Cardinals. Has to cut it short, gets into the lane to Piercy. Piercy over to Pitts. Pitts up and off the glass for 2. Her first 2 points for the game. Nice little layup, nice little team action there with passing the ball. No need to dribble. Here comes Farmington trying to break the steal by Piercy. Piercy pushing up the middle of the court. She's got a little bit of help, 1-on-2, and she scores easily up and off the glass as she drives down the lane. That's Piercy's go-to move. Doesn't matter if it's left-handed or right-handed. She's going to take you all the way to the glass. Farmington breaks the full-court press with the pass. Gets it down into the lane. And we've got a foul on Greenwood.
Piper Pitts, that's her first.
Piper Pitts picks up her first foul.
Number 2, Journey Clements. Number 4, Keely Dolan.
And going to the line is McCumber for her and 1. Clements has come in. Looks like Dolan has come in as Pitts and Rose are going to get a breather here with 1:24. First shot up and good for McCumber. McCumber's racking up the score here with 11 points here of the 24 for Farmington. Ball's in the hand of Jones, kicks it out to Smith for 3, no good. Piercy tried for the rebound, couldn't get it. Tried to knock it away. Ball's in the hand of McCullough for Farmington. Pass over the timeline down to McCumber. McCumber down on the block, and that goes down to 24 for Shears for Farmington. Here comes Jones. She crosses the half-court marker, looking to drive, kicks it back over to Clements. Clements looked at a 3, decided against it. Ball's in the hand of Jones. She goes down to the block, over to Nolan. Nolan finds Jones. Jones down low to Piercy. Piercy's fighting through the trees, rebounded by Nolan as Piercy missed the shot. Another shot made, rebounded by Greenwood. Good hustle play by Clements as she was able to knock it back out to Jones. Ball was in the hands of Smith. She kicked it to Piercy. Piercy in the lane. Little floater, no good. Gets knocked to the ground. No foul called on that attempted rebound. Here comes Farmington. Big, long three-pointer, and Clements got a hand on it and knocked it out of the air. Rebounded or recovered by Greenwood. Here comes Jones for the layup. No foul call, off the glass. Rebounded.
That's the end of the first period.
And that's the end. First period. Greenwood 16. Farmington 26. We'll take a short timeout here as they talk it over between periods.
Come on, move. Here we go. Just a little baby step. Just move.
Honey, what in the world are you doing?
Well, I'm trying to mosey on down to the bank. This gal here is my ticket for that home improvement loan at Farmers.
You know, you don't have to be a farmer to bank at Farmers. Farmers Bank is celebrating 115 years of serving the financial needs of everyone in the River Valley. And Farmers.
I'm Josh with Vision Exteriors. If you're concerned about the storms over the last couple years and the effects they've had on your roof, or the endless maintenance on your siding, or the energy efficiency on your windows, just give us a call or go online, schedule an appointment, and we'll be out there.
And we're back here, HB Stewart Arena, Greenwood, Arkansas. Lady Bulldogs playing host to the Lady Cardinals. Cardinals are out to a 10-point lead here as we head into the second period. A few scores from the first period. Rose with 6. Piper Pitts picked up 2. Kyla Piercy with 8. Still looking for points from Izzy Smith and Pate Jones. For the Lady Cardinals, 7 points for Adams, 3 points for McCullough, 5 points for Bashirs, and their big score, 6-foot-plus McCumber. She's setting on 11 points here heading in or coming out of the first period. Greenwood inbound the ball on the far side. And here comes Izzy Smith with the ball down the lane, kicks it out to Clements. Clements back to Jones. Jones over to Nolan as Nolan comes back top of the key. Smith drives, kicks it out to Clements for 3, and it's good! Journey Clements for 3. That'll put a kick in the step of Greenwood. That'll ignite a fire. There's a steal Piercy got her hand on it, long pass, back to Piercy. 2 points up and good off the board. As Greenwood comes out with a quick 5 points. Ball knocked away by Piercy, tries to save it, steps on the sideline, called out of bounds. Quick 5 points by Greenwood. Farmington kind of caught off guard. They're doing a good job themselves of trying to break Greenwood's full court press with a pass and not dribble. But in that case, they got a little careless with their passes, and Greenwood was able to knock it out of the air and get an easy layup. 26-21, Farmington. Adams the inbounds for Farmington on the far side. Looking for a cutter. 24, Brashears takes a long three-pointer, no good. Fight for the rebound, ball's on the ground. Jones is in trying to tie it up, and that's what we got. It's a jump ball, and that possession is going to go to Farmington, and they'll be on the baseline under their own goal. Ball's kicked into McCumber. Back up top to Adams, over to McBurnett. Down on the block to 24, Brashears. Brashears tries to bully her way in with her forearm. Three-point shot by McCullough. Here comes Jones. Over to Smith as she goes on the left side. Dribble handoff to Piercy. Piercy cuts in, kicks it out to Clements for three off the edge of the iron. No good. Fight for the rebound. And ball gets on the floor, out of bounds, and waiting for the call, and it's going to go toward Farmington.
For the Lady Cardinals, number 34, Morgan Ewer.
But a substitution for Farmington as number 34, Ewer, senior, comes in. Here comes Farmington with a long pass, almost stolen by Greenwood. Kicks it back out up top. Adams with the ball, down to the corner to Ewer, and the three from the corner.
3-point basket, Morgan Ewer.
Good for Ewer, her first points of the game as she just checked in off the bench. Ball in the hand of Smith. Smith drives the lane, loses control after she gets bumped. No call. Ball is going to be on the baseline for Farmington. 32-21. Just over 6 minutes left here in the first half. Cross-court pass as Farmington brings it up the court. Big bump by Farmington, and that's going to be called on Piercy.
Foul number 31, Kyla Piercy.
That'll be her first foul. She did a good job in that first period of not picking up any personal fouls. And we'll just overlook that 24 threw a nice little arm, threw a little forearm as she crossed over. Ball over in the hands of Ur. Farmington on the far side, outside the three-point line. Long pass over in the left corner for number 2, air ball Adams. Here comes Greenwood. Ball in the hands of Jones. Piercy now with it, left-handed. Spin move right down to the block, up and off the glass for 2.
Piercy for 2.
Got bumped all the way, no call. Not for sure how we're going to get this game called. Some things are being let go, and other ones are being called. Farmington breaks the press with passes. Ball goes down to McCumber for 2. Jones with the ball over to Piercy, back to Rose, now in the hands of Smith. Smith over to Clements. She doesn't think about a three, gets it back to Jones. Jones to Clements, three-point shot up, no good, off the back of the iron. Clements shooting 33% from the field now. Farmington breaks the full court press. Ball gets put on the ground. Kicks it back outside the three-pointer. Ball in the hands of McCullough for 3, and that's good for 3 points. 37-23, just under 5 minutes left in the half. Jones with the ball. Looks for Rose as she cut baseline. Wasn't there. Spin move back to the right hand for Piercy. Piercy cross pass over to Smith for 3. Off the back of the iron. Rebounded Farmington. Steal by Greenwood. Turns it back over to Farmington. Here comes Farmington. They're on the far side on the baseline. Loses the dribble back over to the top. Pass down to the block. Lost control of it there as it got into McCumber's hand. 24, Brashears shoots for 3. She will shoot from anywhere.
Timeout.
And that's 2 threes made by Brashears. Timeout Greenwood. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. Farmington's doing a good job of breaking Greenwood's full court press. They knew what to expect coming in. Greenwood's going to look to do that man-to-man trap full court. And Farmington's, it's textbook. You break that press with passes. You don't break it with dribbling. One thing they're doing that's suspect that can get them in trouble is they're making more and more cross-court passes as they try to advance the ball down the court. And we've seen Greenwood almost steal a few of those. And I think as the game goes on, we're going to get our timing down. And we'll also kind of start to figure out that they want to get that ball into the hands of Brashears. They want to get the ball in the hand of number 30, McCumber. Those are the two tallest girls, 6 foot plus on the team, on the court at all times. And so we'll see them being spotlighted. 40-23, 4 minutes. Here comes Jones for Greenwood. Cross half court into the hands of Piercy. Piercy right hand down to the block. Layup good off of the glass. Kyla's got that move. She can make everybody pay. Ball in the hand of Brashears. Now back over to Ewer. And looks like Rose is going to pick up a foul for a reach-in.
Fouls on number 1.
And that's going to be her second. So that'll bring Dolan in. Greenwood giving up some height there with that substitution. So we'll see if Farmington recognizes it and works it down the block to number 30, McCumber. Here comes over in the corner now to Ewer. Ewer finds McCumber. Ewer breaks back across the lane. Not there. Long pass. Going to be a backcourt call. Violation. Ball turned over by Farmington. Farmington's knows Greenwood can pick that ball out of the sky. Inbound to Jones. Jones is letting everybody get set up. Goes left-handed over to Pitts as Pitts goes back to Jones. Back to Dolan. And mishandled in the corner by Pitts, and that's unfortunately an unforced turnover. Not what Coach Castleman was looking for, as he kind of just looks on in awe. Full court press. Smith gets her hand on it, knocks it out of bounds. Farmington still hasn't crossed the timeline. Ball inbounded by Brashears in the hands of Adams. Adams gets it across the timeline with a pass to McCullough. McCullough's dribbling outside the three-point. Greenwood looking to trap. Still running that 1-3-1 zone trap. Missed shot by Adams. Ball goes up off a rebound by McCumber, and she's going to be fouled.
The foul's on number 4, Keely Dolan.
And Dolan's going to pick up her first foul of the night. McCumber will go to the line to shoot 2. 40-25. Greenwood working hard to try to catch up. First shot up and good by McCumber. Her second free throw of the night. She's shooting 100% from the line. Second shot up and good for McCumber. Here comes Greenwood. Jones looking for a cutter. Throws it in the corner over to Smith. Smith back to Jones as Piercy comes across. They're going to reset. Ball at the top of the key to Smith. Smith does a dribble handoff to Piercy. Piercy picked up her dribble. Now she's got to get rid of it. Ball finds its way over into Pitt's hands. Back to Dolan. Dolan to Piercy with a dribble handoff. 5 seconds on the shot clock. To Dolan in the corner for 3 off the backboard. Missed shot. Rebounded by Farmington. Farmington gets it in to Brashears. Brashears kicks it back out to Adams for 3. No good as it goes off the back of the iron. Here comes Greenwood. Cross-court pass to that's Pitts for 3, and good! Piper Pitts with a 3. First 3-pointer of the game for Piper. See some fire for her. She can get hot from the 3-point line. That'll get Greenwood back into this game with 1 minute 50 seconds left. Long 3-pointer by McCullough. No good. Rebounded Piercy, 42-28. Greenwood trying to fight back. Piercy down the lane. Ball gets knocked down. There's a body-to-body contact with a foul on that shot. And we'll go to the line to shoot 2. As
foul number 34, Oregon Hewer.
34, Hewer picked up her first foul of the night. First shot by Piercy, good. Cuts it down to a 13-point lead by Farmington. Second shot for Piercy. Rolls around. Second shot good. Greenwood down by 12. Ball into Bashir. Bashir dribbles unexpectedly. Got some pressure. Ball's across the half-court line. Tried to trap. Ball back to Bashir. Bashir back over to McCullough. McCullough looks to shoot a three. Bounces off the iron. No good. Rebounded by McCumber. McCumber misses that shot. Gets to go back up as she falls. And it's good for McCumber. Little two-footer down the lane. Ball out to Clements for three. Rolls around off the iron. No good. Here comes Farmington. Ball in the hand of Adams across the timeline. Back out to McCullough. Over to Adams. Adams with a long three-pointer off the front of the iron. Rebound attempt by Pitts and knocked out as I believe that was McCumber that reached up and swatted it out of Adams' hand or Pitts' hand. Ball across the timeline into Piercy's hand. Piercy's right there at the free throw line. Drives with the block up and good for 2-point layup. Off the glass, rolled around good. Farmington breaking the press, 44-32. 30 seconds left in the first half. Ball in the left-hand corner. Back out to Adams. Back in the left-hand corner. Double team Greenwood. Top of the key, three-point shot up, no good. Piercy tried to rebound, just got outreached. Ball gets knocked out by Greenwood. 16 seconds left. Farmington ball on the baseline. 44-32, Greenwood down by 12. Got a little hole to dig out of as they come back in the second half. Ball inbounded. Greenwood tried to tie it up, couldn't quite do it. Adams picks up a little easy layup there off the block. Piercy with the ball. She drives, double team, kicks it back out to Pitts. Pitts for three, no good. Rebound Farmington, no time left on the clock, and that's the end of our first half. Farmington 46, Greenwood 32. We will be back here shortly after we take a little short halftime break. This is Bulldog Basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, there are walking tacos up top on the concourse for $5. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the court for your halftime entertainment, your Greenwood High School Dance Team. Let's hear it for your dance team.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
See Shelter Agent Jason Hill in Greenwood and ask about Shelter's competitive rates.
I'm not real popular with the insurance companies because I see the mayhem they cause every day by holding your hard-earned money in their good hands. But it's your money. I don't go with the flow, and I don't believe their bullshit. They only wish they could stop me, and the last thing they want is for you to have my number in your phone, because I'll give them mayhem. I'm Phil Votaw. You never met a lawyer like me.
Right now at Randall Ford, we have huge selection of slightly used vehicles. No matter what you are looking for, we have it. Hondas, Chevys, GMCs, Fords. At Randall Ford, we have what you want at the budget you can afford. 0 down, 0% interest, plus deferred payments for 90 days. Need some extra cash? We will buy your vehicle, whatever you have. Plus, we will pay top dollar. Stop in today. Randall Ford, 5500 Rogers Avenue, or online 24/7 at randallford.com. The 4th oldest Ford dealer in America.
Come on, move. Here we go. Just a little baby step. Just move.
Honey, what in the world are you doing?
Well, I'm trying to mosey on down to the bank. This gal here is my ticket for that home improvement loan at Farmers.
You know, you don't have to be a farmer to bank at Farmers. Farmers Bank is celebrating 115 years of serving the financial needs of everyone in the River Valley. And Farmers.
At Laster Eye Center, we focus on more than your vision. We focus on your experience with the most modern eye exams and procedures for the entire family in one convenient location. We focus on how you feel, diagnosing and treating a whole range of vision conditions and eye disease. We focus on what you care about, finding the right combinations of frames and lenses so nothing prevents you from living your best life. Laster Eye Center, we focus on more than your vision. You'll see.
Hug Chevrolet Buick GMC in Charleston are unloading every week. To see what is arriving next, you can visit hugm.com, HUGGM.com. The Hug family has made car buying an enjoyable experience for over 80 years in their spacious showroom in Charleston. Don't pay too much on your next vehicle. See the Hug team where you don't pay extra docker prep fees. Hug Chevrolet Buick GMC on Main Street in Charleston. Hometown sales and service since 1937.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With over 30 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
I'm Josh with Vision Exteriors. If you're concerned about the storms over the last couple years and the effects they've had on your roof, or the endless maintenance on your siding, or the energy efficiency on your windows, just give us a call or go online, schedule an appointment, and we'll be out there.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
See Shelter Agent Jason Hill in Greenwood and ask about Shelter's competitive rates.
This what they want, this what they need, this what we on. Took it worldwide and brought it back home, turn it on. Never be scared, always prepared, taking you there. You need to be here, hands in the air, yeah.
Not the score we were hoping for. If you're just joining us now, Greenwood Lady Bulldogs down 14 to the Lady Cardinals of Farmington. Like I said in the beginning of the game, before we started, Farmington just moved into the 5A West Conference. They are coming off a 2024 4A state championship. Several of these players played in that championship game, so we've seen some of their shooting prowess on display tonight as they came out strong in the first period with a 26-point effort, with Greenwood coming up short, scoring 16 in the first period, and then another 16 in the second period, with the Lady Cardinals scoring 20 in the second period. So there's where we are, 46-32. Some first half numbers. Rose, she had 6 points, all scored in the first period. Pitts, she came in, got hot for one 3-pointer. She has a total of 5 points for the half. And Kyla Piercy currently sitting on 18 points for the first half. And Journey Clements, she came in off the bench starting into the second period, and she made a 3-pointer. She's shooting right now 25% from the 3-point line for the game. So be nice to see Pitts come alive. Izzy Smith still looking for that first points of the game. In the second half will be the perfect time for her to get a hot hand as we start chipping away at this 14-point deficit. Still waiting on the girls to come out of the locker room here as we get ready to start. Just under a minute before we get ready to start the second half. Farmington Lady Cardinals, Adams, she picked up an additional 2 points in the first half, sitting on 9 points now. Number 4, McCullough, she's got 9 points. 24, Bashirs, she has 8 points. McCumber, number 30, she got 6 additional points in the second period, so she has 17 for the game. She's their leading scorer. She's the 6. McCumber, yeah, she's a 6'1" forward. And then 24, Bashir, she's a 6'3". So those two young ladies dominating inside the paint and surprisingly knocking down some threes, as number 24, Bashir, she shot 3 3-pointers and has already made 2, so shooting well from the field. Greenwood I believe they're going to have the ball coming in here to start the second half. We'll find out for sure as the officials have now taken the floor and they're setting up on the far side as Izzy makes her way over to inbound the ball on Greenwood's end of the court. Here we go, start of the third period. Ball in the hands of Jones as she comes across the half court, looks for a cutter. That's Piercy. Piercy drives the lane, right hand over the corner to Rose. Off the iron, rebounded by Smith. Great rebound by Smith. Coming off of that miss by Rose. Over into Pitts. Pitts drives toward the lane, kicks it back out to Smith. Smith drives down to the block, off the glass. Couldn't catch any iron. Recovered by Farmington. Ball down in the lane to McCumber. McCumber spins, falls away with the miss. Rebound Greenwood. Pulls up by Piercy in the lane. 2 points for Kyla Piercy. 46-34. Farmington with the ball. Kyla putting on some pressure. Greenwood falls back, tries to get into their 1-3-1 zone. Couldn't quite get there. Points scored by McCumber with a layup. Ball in the hands of Pitts. Pitts kicks it over to Smith. Smith in the corner to Rose. Rose tries to drive, and there's a reach-in foul on the floor. Official says
24 is Zoe Bashir.
That's called on 24 Bashir. She picks up her first foul of tonight's game. Inbound by Pitts. She's on the baseline. Over to Jones. Oh, no, that's Smith. Couldn't see the one there. Smith with the ball in the lane. Up to Jones for 3. 3-pointer from Jones. She picks up her first 3 points of the game. First 3-pointer made of the game. 48-37. Greenwood's fighting back. got to chip away. Can't get it all at once. Ball down, baseline, knocked away by Greenwood. Saved back in by Greenwood. And foul call.
Number 21, Izzy Smith. That's her first person.
Izzy Smith picks up her first. They called that a shooting foul. And that'll be number 11, McBurnett, a senior, going to the line to shoot two. 48-37. Ball up, rattles around, no good. Goes for her first free throw of the game. She's 0 for 1. Second shot by McBurnett. McBurnett rolls around. This one gets a shooter's roll, drops in. Here comes Greenwood. No press by Farmington. Ball's in the hand of Jones. Jones, top of the key, went to Pitts. Now the hands in Piercy. Piercy drives the lane, kicks it to Rose. Rose trying to get hot for three. Three-pointer good for Rose. 49-40. Here comes Greenwood. They've cut the 14-point deficit down to 9. Working hard, looking for open shots. If we can get hot from the three-point line, we can chip away quickly. Bringing our press further out. Ball down the block to McCumber. McCumber misses a little two-footer in the lane. Rebounded by Farmington. Ball back up top to Brashears. Back to the left-hand corner. And that's going to be a three-point basket good for McCullough. Here comes Greenwood down the lane by Smith. She tries to go up. Ball gets batted out of bounds. Ball will be now on the baseline. Castleman gives his inbounds number. What they've got to play for the inbounds. Here's Pitts with the inbounds to Piercy. Piercy cut, went back into the lane, tried to get a little 9-footer, rolled around, no good, rebounded by Farmington. Farmington drives in the lane, shot up, no good, rebound to Farmington. Hit ball's on the ground, there's a struggle for it. Goes between the legs of Rose, picked up a...
Basket's good for Casey
McCumber, I believe, number 30.
Jones, that's her first.
She picked up a trash rebound off the ground, and Jones gets called for the foul. McCumber was just standing in the right place at the right time. That ball came through somebody's legs and got picked up for an easy layup there in the lane. Greenwood with the ball. Jones. Pass over to Pitts. Pitts back to Rose. Rose gives it to Smith for three. No good. Rebound Rose. Great rebound by Rose, and she stuck her hand out and stole it away from Farmington. Ball over to Smith. Smith for three. Up. No good. Off the back of the iron. And we've got a foul on Farmington, number 11.
Number 11, Gabby McBurnett. That's her second person.
Second foul for McBurnett for the game. Looking to inbounds by Pitts. Pitts to Piercy. Piercy in the lane. Step through, up and off the glass. No call. She gets bumped. Gets pushed again by McBurnett. Nobody saw it. Ball's in the hand of Brashears. Now in the hands of McCullough. McCullough back to Adams. Adams down somebody down the baseline on the block, and that was McCumber for Farmington with two off the block. Jones with the ball, top of the key. Over to Pitts. Pitts almost lost the handle. Goes over to Smith. Smith drives the lane. Little underhanded layup for two. Smith gets her first 2 points of the game. 57-42. Just right at 4 minutes left in the third period. Ball's in the hands of Adams. She drives baseline. Kicks it over into the lane. Ball's knocked away by Greenwood. There's a collision head to head. Jones grabs her head as both girls have knocked their noggins together. They're going to feel that in the morning if they don't feel it within the next few minutes. Jones holding her head.
Number 22, Pate Jones. That's her second.
Pate took a pretty good hit head to head.
Number 13, Hallie
with
Fox.
Brashear. And Coach Castleman's going to bring Jones to the side, let the trainer maybe talk to her. Got some more substitutions as Pitts is going to come out. Rose is in. Smith's in. Clements is in. Piercy's in. And Fox is in now. Inbound play by Farmington. Rose got her hand on it. Knocked it away. Rebounded by Adams for two. Greenwood with the most subs of the game in now. Most starters on the bench. Ball's in the hand of Piercy. Piercy crossover, top of the key, down the lane. She drove to the basket, gets fouled by
Fouls on number 30. Casey McCumber, that's her first.
McCumber, that's her first.
At the line, shooting 2, Kyla Piercy.
Kyla's going to shoot. She's been to the line 3 times tonight. She's 2 for 3. That one just rolls around and won't go. (59-42), 3 minutes 42 seconds. Second shot by Piercy, up and good. Here comes Farmington. Greenwood looking to press, full court. Farmington makes a long pass. Somebody lost McCumber. McCumber misses the easy shot there in the lane, but gets fouled.
The foul's on number 2, Journey Clements. That's
by
her
Journey
first.
Clements, and Journey picks up her first foul of the night. It was either let her have her simple little 2-footer or go in for the foul, as McCumber's going to shoot 2. First one's up and good by
For the
McCumber.
Lady Bulldogs, number 22, Paige Jones.
Paige Jones comes back in. That's going to put Hallie Fox back on the bench. Second shot by McCumber, up and good. Greenwood inbounds, comes quick to the half court by Jones into Rose. Rose kicks it down to Piercy. Piercy on the baseline, left-handed, spin to the right. Ball got rejected. She almost got the rebound. Ball's back in the hands of Farmington. Farmington tries to pass down to the block. Piercy gets position. McCumber, number 30. She threw her shoulder into Kyla Piercy and picked up a charge. Now we're going to have a little argument on the sidelines. Not up for discussion, the official says. I'll listen to you one time. Now it's time to stop. Here comes Greenwood. Jones across the half-court line. They get set into their cycle. Here comes Piercy. She cuts through. Back to Rose at the top. She fakes a little three-pointer. Kicks it back to the corner to Clements. Clements back to Rose. Rose trying to do something with the tall 6-footer in front of her. And she's called for the foul as Rose went in for a little layup. That's going to be
number 24, Zoe Brashears.
called
That's
on
her second.
number
At
24,
the line, shooting 2, Ashlyn
Brashears.
Rose.
And Rose is going to go to the line to shoot 2. First shot up for Rose, good. First free throw of the night. Second shot for Rose, up and good. 61-45. Greenwood's working hard. Here comes Farmington. Farmington dribbling hard up past the midcourt line. Tough defense by Izzy Smith. She's in trouble there. Farmington spins, kicks it back out before the 5-second count. Ball back in the hands of McCullough. Cross-court pass over to McBurnett. Back across to Adams. Guarded up close by Smith. Smith back on the ball. Greenwood's in a man-to-man defense now, away from their standard 1-3-1. Shot clock was down. Last second, a miss. Rebounded as got a jump ball called, and it's going to go to
In the game,
Farmington.
Bulldogs number 10.
Clements is going to check out. In comes Pitts. Inbound on the baseline by Farmington. Kicks it back out to McBurnett. She's way outside the three-point line. Handing the ball in the hand of Adams, and she misses a 3. And it's off of Farmington as they try to save it back inbounds. Greenwood with the ball down in the corner on the baseline. Substitutions by Farmington as Uhr
Into the game for the
subs
Lady
in
Cardinals, number 34, Morgan Ewer.
for McBurnett. Here comes Paige Jones. He crosses the timeline in top of the key down to the lane. Over to Rose. Rose for 3. Good by Rose. Rose with a three-pointer from the right-hand side. 61-48, minute 45 left in the third period. Here comes Farmington. Driving toward the block, past the block, down into McCumber. She misses the layup. Rebound miss. Third rebound miss by Farmington. Knocked down of bounds by Farmington after 3 misses from inside the lane. Ball's now on the baseline, comes into Jones. Jones up to the half court. Moving right to left. Jones with the ball right at the three-point line. Kicks it to Rose. Rose just off left center of the three-point. Smith tried to drive, got cut off. Ball back in the hand, 19 seconds. Smith drives into the lane, layup no good. Here comes Farmington. Stolen almost by Jones as she knocks it out of bounds. Ball be right in front of Farmington's bench as they inbounds. Number 2, Adams, to initiate the inbounds. Inbounded to Uhr. Uhr guarded closely by Smith, and Smith's going to pick up
21, Izzy Smith. That's her
second foul. Greenwood's going to apply some tough pressure the rest of this game with 1:05 seconds left, 61-48.
The double bonus, Morgan Viewer.
Shot up and good for Ewer. She makes her first free throw. 4 points for her for the game. Second shot by Ewer. And hits up and good. Here comes Greenwood. Jones drove down the left-hand side, gives it to Piercy. Piercy spin move in the lane, step through, and she's fouled.
Fouls on number 30, Casey McCumber.
Foul is on number 30, McCumber. Her third foul. Piercy's going to go to the line to shoot 2. That first one's up and good for Piercy. Second shot bounces off the back of the iron. Here comes Farmington off the rebound of the missed free throw. Farmington just outside the three-point perimeter. Ball in the hand of McCullough. Farmington running 2 girls off the block. Now setting the screen for the cutter. Ball's in the hand of McCumber. That's their tall 6-footer. She drives to the block, misses the layup, rebounded by Bashir. She gets an easy 2. 26 seconds left in the third period, 65-49. 16-point lead for Farmington. 3-point shot, good! Piper Pitts for 3. She's hit a 3 in the last 2 periods. Need her to come alive as we dig into this deficit. It's 65-52, 6 seconds left. Farmington playing for the last shot. Going to be a 3-pointer by Bashir. And that's a 3-pointer good by Bashir. And that was a college 3. We're going to take this quick timeout between periods. This is Greenwood Bulldog basketball.
I'm Josh with Vision Exteriors. If you're concerned about the storms over the last couple years and the effects they've had on your roof, or the endless maintenance on your siding, or the energy efficiency on your windows, just give us a call or go online, schedule an appointment, and we'll be out there.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
See Shelter Agent Jason Hill in Greenwood and ask about Shelter's competitive rates.
And we're back. Greenwood Lady Bulldogs against the Farmington Lady Cardinals here at home, HB Stewart Arena. 68-52. Greenwood Lady Bulldogs find themselves in a mess here in the fourth period, down by 16 points. We came out pretty strong, rattled off 5 points right off the bat in the third period. Some of these girls are starting to hit their threes. We've taken about normal. And here we're started on the fourth period. Ball's in the hand of Jones. Jones kicks it over to Smith. Rose with the ball, now to Kyla Piercy. Piercy's looking to see if she can drive the lane, trying to set somebody up so she can drive right-handed. Back to Jones. Cross court to Rose. Rose thought about a drive, and they slid and blocked her. Looking for a three. Ball in the hands of Smith. Smith drives, kicks it back out to Jones for three. Up and good for Jones! Three-pointer good for Pate Jones. 68-55. Farmington breaks the press. Quick pass. Easy two-pointer down from McCumber. Down in the lane for Kyla Piercy. She gets a two-point layup down in the lane. Here comes Farmington, 70-57. Farmington drives into the lane. No good. Here comes Jones. Jones, they've got the numbers with Smith on her left. Smith with the ball. She steps through off the board. No good. Ball back in the hands of Farmington. Farmington looked like they were going to try to slow it down, but now they're going fast to the block. And that's Adams for two. And here comes Jones. No press by Farmington. Looks like Kyla Piercy's got somebody on her all the time. Shot missed by Rose. Here comes Farmington. Ball in the hands of McBurnett. She goes down to the block. Greenwood wasn't able to get back fast enough to set up that 1-3-1 defense, and that left the back end on the baseline open. Here comes Greenwood. Got to play some good defense. Need some threes to fall for us. Kyla Piercy kicks it to the left-hand side to Rose. Smith with the ball as she drove to the block. Ball back in the hands of Rose. Rose takes a little jumper for two. And here comes Farmington. Rose is talking to Coach Castleman, needs some help. There's going to be a substitution, looks like. Two footers by Farmington, so they're giving Greenwood the opportunity to fight back. Here comes Jones in the lane, kicks it over to Smith for three. Good! Izzy Smith from the left-hand corner for three, and there's a timeout called. That's a timeout to Greenwood. That's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. Coach Castleman's going to talk to his girls, down 14. Like I said, we start hitting some threes. We've hit two. Accounted for 8 points now, starting off this fourth period. Farmington only was 6. So those 3 pointers. Farmington's making it possible. They've missed a handful, about 6 little two-foot shots from down in the lane. Easy little two-footers, little layups. They bounced them off the backboard, rolled around the iron, no good. So they're giving us the opportunities. We're getting the rebounds, not giving them too many second chances. And so we've got to capitalize. Here comes McBurnett as she inbounds off the baseline. Got to go full court. 74-60, 5.5 minutes left. Back over to McCullough. McCullough down to Ewer. Long three-pointer off the back of the iron. Missed by Adams. Here comes Greenwood. Piercy's in the lane. Little right-handed layup. Couldn't get it to go. She gets her own rebound. She's fighting to get the ball out. Ball in the hand of Jones for three. Bounces off the back. No good. Rebound. Greenwood's fighting for it. They knock it out of bounds. Looked like it went off a forearm there of number 24, Brashears, but the official said no. Cross-court pass to Farmington as they try to break the press. And they do that. Ball in the cross-court pass again to Ewer. Ewer back to the top of the key to McCullough for a long three. Missed that. Rebound almost by Piercy. She had it knocked away. Ball in the hands of Jones. Jones one-on-one. Lost the handle as she went up for a layup. Didn't look like anybody got a hand on it. Just kind of floated out of her hand, out of her grasp. And now it'll be Farmington's ball. Farmington on the baseline. Close, tough inbounds defense by Smith. Here comes Adams. Adams in the lane, down to the block. A little right-handed layup off the glass and good for Adams. 76-60. Farmington in the lead, 16 points. Greenwood with the ball. Ball in the hands of Piercy. Piercy with the three-pointer, top of the key. Off the iron, no good. Rebounded Farmington. Here comes Farmington. Farmington had a girl down on the block. Back out to outside the three-point line. Cross-court pass over to McCullough. McCullough's dribbling around looking for a handoff. Hands it off to Adams. Adams back to McBurnett. Burnett drives into the lane. They're burning some time, just playing dribble. A-game dribble drive. Ball was off the knee of Farmington, but it's tied up in the lane.
Possession Farmington.
Popper Pitts got down the floor, and that possession arrow is going to go to Farmington. Rose is back in. Clements is now on the court. Smith and Rose. Missed shot by Farmington. Second missed shot by Farmington as Adams kind of just threw it up, hoping for the prayer. Here comes Jones, crossover to Piercy. Piercy just walks the tightrope down the sideline and steps out of bounds. Turnover Greenwood. 3 minutes, 28 seconds. We got a timeout called.
Timeout Farmington. 30 seconds.
Farmington calls a 30-second timeout. Greenwood came out pretty hot here. Knocked down a couple of three-pointers by Smith and Jones. Piercy got an easy little layup in the lane. The Farmington's been doing a good job of breaking our press. It's uncharacteristic of most teams that we play. The Farmington's handling that in-your-face full-court pressure defense, and they're finding the big six-footers for Shears and McCumber down under the basket. Like I said earlier, one of the best things that been happening for us is they've been missing some of those easy little two-footers from down under the goal, and we've been getting the rebounds. So here comes Farmington on the sideline. Greenwood setting up for full-court press. Here comes Smith. She's looking to trap. Here's Piercy. She's waiting on her. A little bit of trouble by Adams. She started to lose her dribble. Ball across court to McCullough. Back over to McBurnett. Burnett looks inside the lane, sees Adams. She cuts. She's fouled. That basket is good, and she'll shoot an and one.
That's her third. Adams at the line.
Rose picks up her third personal foul with 3 minutes, 12 seconds left in tonight's game. First shot up, and it's good for Adams. Here comes Greenwood. Rose inbound to Jones. Jones comes 79-60. Ball in the hand of Smith. Smith back over to Clements. Long three-pointer off the front of the iron. Rebounded by Piercy. Piercy kicks it back to Jones for three. Off the back of the iron. No good. Rebounded Farmington. 79-60. Farmington with the ball. Still got all their starters in. Long pass down the block. Up for two. Piercy tried for the steal, just couldn't quite come up with it on that long lob pass. Here comes Piercy, 81-60. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Thrown over into the corner. Looked like it was off Farmington, but the official says no. That's off of Piercy. Here comes Farmington. Greenwood set up. Full court man-to-man. Looks like they may stay in the man-to-man. Mishandled by Adams. Back over to McCullough. Back up top for Shears. 20 seconds on the shot clock. They're looking to waste time on a three-pointer shot by McCullough. And that was a miss. I don't think that's what Farmington was looking for. Here comes Smith. Izzy over to Clements. Clements just inside the three-point line, off the iron. Smith went up for the rebound. She gets pushed in the back by McCumber.
That's her second.
McCullough, number 4, is who did the push. Greenwood to inbounds on the baseline. Jones with the ball to start the inbounds. She gets a pass into Smith. Smith mishandled that pass. Turnover to Farmington, and they get a 2-point basket to McCullough on the layup. Here comes Greenwood. Rose, she's looking to drive. Down to the block. She's fouled by Bashir, so Rose is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
The foul's on number 24, Zoe Bashir. That's her third. Ashlyn Rose at the line.
Bashir picks up her third foul of the night, and Rose makes her first free throw. Second shot by Rose, up and good. Greenwood down 21, minute 35 left to go in the game. Greenwood still playing tough defense. They're not backing down. There's no give up in this team. Drive down the lane to the block, layup up and good for Adams, and that's going to be a foul called.
Number 1, Ashlyn Rose, that's her fourth.
Ashlyn Rose picks up her fourth foul of the night, and here comes Dolan.
Basket is good for Marion
as Rose will take a seat with 4 fouls. Minute 28 left in the fourth period. First shot up, good for Adams. Here comes Greenwood. Minute 25 seconds. Ball's in the hand of Piercy. Piercy drives left-handed, kicks it over to Dolan for 3. Missed the iron. Rebound Farmington. Dolan's first shot of the night from 3. McCullough, she spins in the lane, kicks it down to Bashir. Bashir, she tried to pass, and the ball gets kicked out of bounds by Farmington. And now we've got some mass substitutions in these last minute. We'll try to pick them all up for Farmington. 25. Here comes Greenwood. Hoover still in the game. Ball passed into the lane, knocked away. Ball over in the corner, 25. Back down to 22 with Farmington. Back out to 25. 25 is
foul number 4, Keely Dolan. That's her second.
Dolan picks up her second foul. Sadie Morrison now in for Farmington. Josie Dillard in. She's got the ball there outside the 3-point line, working as point guard. She drove cut into the lane, misplayed the pass. Now the ball's back into the hands of Greenwood. Jones for 3. It's up, rolls around, no good. Here comes Farmington as Reese Thornton, number 20. She broke for the pass, and they didn't see her. .20 seconds left on the clock. Farmington ball on the side. Inbound to Dillard, number 10. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Dolan. And they call jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Greenwood. Here comes Jones down the middle of the court. She's looking for a cutter. There's Piercy. She cuts outside the 3-point line. Back over to Smith. Smith to Jones. And that's our ball game. 86-62. Farmington Lady Cardinals take down the Lady Bulldogs tonight. Not the type of game we wanted to see here, but it's what happens. Farmington just came into the conference. They're an incoming state champion out of the 4A West from last year. They've got a good team. Look for them to add several more W's in the win column. So we'll let you see some of the highlights of the game for the Lady Bulldogs. We'll step away just a second to do a little math. Greenwood Lady Bull. Oh, no, we're not back. Are we back? We're back. Greenwood Lady Bulldogs fall to the Farmington Lady Cardinals tonight, 62-82. Some unofficial scores for the girls tonight. Rose ended up with 10 points. No, let me rephrase that. Rose